All right, good morning. Welcome to March 23rd. Good to see you. Today, let's go ahead and read Judges chapter 16 through 18, and we'll hit those running. Make it kind of short today, I think. Now, chapter 16 is just, it's a facepalm chapter. Like I said, Samson's greatest weakness is the ladies. The story is just sad. But as you read this, you start, why in the world, Samson, do you keep on trusting Delilah? She's a lady. And that last one, she starts crying. That does it. So he gets his eyes poked out, ends up going to prison, getting his hair cut off, but is brought out, kills 3,000 Philistines in death, never leads an army. And as much as we talk about, some of these feats that Samson did, carrying the gates, killing 3,000 people, I bet you some of us even had that t-shirt growing up, right? We had, with Samson between the pillars. Led no army. No deliverance of Israel, just a lot of dead Philistines and a lot of burned down stuff. But God used him, and he is in the Hall of Faith in Hebrews chapter 11. All right, now watch chapter 17. Both Dan and Ephraim, it's Mount Ephraim, are mentioned in Jeremiah. We talked about this last Wednesday night. Both of them are mentioned in Jeremiah regarding idolatry. This chapter 17, talks about Ephraim's idolatry specifically, and now the next chapter is going to talk about Dan's idolatry. It's interesting because these two tribes that are mentioned in Jeremiah are also the two tribes left off the list when in Revelation chapter 14, the 144,000, when it lists the 12 tribes, Joseph and Levi are added off the normal list, and Dan and Ephraim are taken off. And here we find in Judges the first ones to specifically, as one tribe, go into idolatry. Might that be a connection? I don't know. Notice here that the mother cursed the unknown thief, but then blessed the real thief. And then we find a bot preacher. So Micah has a religious man in his house, and who will never disagree with him. And I say this often. What's the point of ever having a pastor that we always agree with? You're never going to find one anyways. But notice the humanistic feel-good verse again. Every man did that which is right in his own eyes. Again, we might think that's a good thing, but it turns out it's not. Don't let people tell you, well, if, I don't need God to tell me to do good. Well, yeah, generally, but holy cow. Godless society right now might be telling us slightly different, don't you think? And then chapter 18, as I mentioned in chapter 17, this is now Dan's idolatry, their military conquest here. All right, and as you read the story, it's just a straightforward story. The Danites come through, they still Micah's prophet. Micah can't do anything about it, so he goes back home. And so, hence, those two tribes, sharing idolatry. And it says there that idolatry from that family continued even until this day, which we know was at least before Solomon. All right, Wednesday night, Bible study tonight. Looking forward to seeing you there. Hope you have a great day, and we'll catch you later.